or will it indeed be FaZe Clan working their way through with a 2-0?
Oh, let's take a look and see. FaZe starting on that T side, FlyQuest. They do get the luxury of a CT side start, which is always nice. Up like Nuke. Needing a flash. Rain towards outside. He's going to be given a lot of space here early. He's got the support too. They're just going to fly around towards outside. Oh my god. Very quick towards outside. In's under pressure, but In's going to find a kill. Only one though is Frozen looking to double down. They're trying to go up towards heaven. This is chaotic, and Frozen catching heads, catching skulls. But hang on a second, Alistair's answering back.
What is going on, man? That is insane. ropz moving in from behind was meant to be a bit of a flanking presence, but yeah, it's very well played by FlyQuest to prepare for that. I don't think they were ready for that many players, but all the same, they still had 3 or 4 of their own in there quite quickly. ropz is slipping under the radar though. Oh, this is a little dangerous. He'll get his hands onto the bomb. He's just going to wait patiently. He's got a minute. See if anyone comes his way. A king in the clutches. Nothing moving in just yet. Time's starting to tick, so he will have to make a move. Did he hear that drop above him? Not entirely sure. He'll now start to move up, and there he goes. Vexite was waiting all round long for that opportunity.
Good work. Good closer and a good opening, a good start out of the FlyQuest side. They were in desperate need of finding a little bit of form early, and they do exactly that. It's a little scrappy, a little messy, but I think when it comes down to it, Frozen, yes, he gets this opportunity. It's the double in response here that makes the big difference. Alistair does really well isolating these fights, and that's what gives them just that security. Puts them in a 3v1, and thankfully, they don't let it slip. They get a little close, but they don't. 4 FaZe. Low buy for them towards this one. No bomb plant. A couple of kills means a bit of cash, but that's basically all that there is to work with. We've got a double MP9, double M4, and a FAMAS for Dexter. So for FlyQuest, this is a very solid buy out of them. I don't think they're going to have too many issues. They're going to try and pop through here. Liaz, you don't want to stick around. You could be caught. Not dropping down just yet. Liaz's going to tuck himself away as he gets to the support of Alistair. They're going to give them ram control. There's no point fighting.
Yeah, they're just looking for that one little player that's a little overfacing. It's Frozen with a team kill, though, and the support is here. The Deagle gets dropped. Oh, the Zeus, though, on the 180. Oh, my goodness. ropz, his patience pays off. I did think, I was like, this could work out. If he creeps out and he's got a bit of an idea to, look upwards at the door, a very common angle in the anti-ecos, but he goes for the headless chicken approach. Still works. God, we love it. We love a Zeus.
It doesn't give you anything in terms of the cash or anything like that, but it is just, winning the mental games, right? It's like, when you win the warm-up, you really set the tone in your premieres. Liaz will see off ropz. Gotta win the warm-up, mate. Can't give him anything.
Me, I just stand there for a minute, and just wait for the game to start, personally.
If I'm feeling real toxic, I drop a Molotov. Talk about winning the mental game, mate. That'll do it. I'll have a little 360 as well, just to really settle it in as well. But a bit of a throwaway round. Not all that much that we kind of expected in towards that one. Now we do, though. FaZe Clan back in towards the investment, in towards the buys. AK's coming through. And while, yes, FlyQuest have still a decent amount to work with, and the main thing being a lot in the back pockets, this bonus round, if they can at least make it expensive. If they find the round, that'll be unbelievably good for them to start off this game. But if they don't, which is sort of expected, if they can at least get 3 out of the 5 kills, if not any more, that would be really solid for them.
Oh, Carrigan, nice find coming in from him. Ints, though, with the trade. Instantaneous, exactly what the doctor ordered. Still not going to be ideal, as they've lost some outside control, and Rain fearless through the flames. I think Liaz will have heard it, but is it a case of, has he gone in? Has he just taken a bit of damage in the toes? We don't rightly know, and Rain actually playing very well off of that sound cue to drop back, hold off, play it patiently. An absolute master of outside during the major win for FaZe. A couple of years ago now, but Rain, of course, will look to tap into that again.
ropz. Just going to slow things down. Talking about slowing things down. 35 seconds. FaZe have got to make a decision here. Liaz, this is such an expected angle these days. It's a pretty standard setup. FlyQuest are going for, and Frozen waiting and hoping. A couple of toes come his way. Pop flash is good. Frozen drops and finds. Head ripped off the shoulders. And now Vexite under a lot of pressure. He's going to hit a lot of steps. Swing. And he gets a hell of a lot of damage. But it's not enough for the kill. So Bomb will go down.
Yeah, I mean, that is so unlucky. If there was somebody else around at Heaven, could have capitalized on that. But it's not the case. Maybe straight up the vent. Again, just not in the right place at the right time for the remaining two FlyQuest players. Therefore, they will look to save. And I still think it's fair, even with the damage that's come in. FaZe don't lose situations like this all that often. FaZe on the board quite quickly then. Once the rifles have come into play, FlyQuest, I would imagine, going to be worried. I'd take a timeout quite quickly here. You do have the two rifles. Should be able to forge together a buy. Dexter, fair bit of cash for him in the back pocket. And of course the IGL there, so he might not be too foreign to the idea of, oh, I'll get a FAMAS, oh, I'll get an MP9. Either way, I think this has to be stopped. You cannot let FaZe get that same kind of momentum that they had on map 1.
If they spiral, if they snowball, I don't think there'll be any more competition in this one. That's the real issue. And it's very early to say, but we just know how dangerous FaZe can be. We just have learned our lesson time and time again to never count this side out. FlyQuest know about it. That was a bonus, though, which is the main thing. So Dexter, like you said, takes a little bit of a lesser bite. But FAMAS, but his M4's across the board, so it's fine. More or less a mirrored bite, in a sense. On that corner, broky. Let's take a little tag here. There's ropz. He's made his way already through vent. He's got a hell of a lot of information to work with now. This position that ropz now holds, he doesn't actually need to do anything with it. Just staying here alone is such security for FaZe in towards that lower side.
Carrigan holding Hut, and the boys going down secret. They are very ready for the B hit. ropz can't really give the position away just yet. Alistair going to make his way in, but again, you know, he's tentative, he's unsure. They'll go swinging round. He has to be careful not to go down too early here, but he wants to try and deny that bomb from crossing in. Int, meanwhile, is much more confident. They will both fall, I would imagine. Instant call to save. What's he still doing up there, says Carrigan. All the same, they should have the round in the bag.
Rainer hold, just in case anybody from the top side tries to test it, but it isn't going to be the case. We can already see them posturing over towards their spawns, or both of the respective spawns, for a save. And that'll be all she wrote in this one. FaZe going to tie this game up 2 rounds apiece. Nice and easy, nice and simple, nice and effective for FaZe. It's a pretty simple round, right? It all, I think for me, a lot of it comes down to that position that ropz held early. Gets down in towards vent, holds that control towards the lower site, and just has the drop on them. It allows them for a very comfortable B split. And nothing the ramp players could do about it. Ins maybe, for my liking, a little overzealous there. I would have actually preferred them to have gone for a numbers retake, but he starts that fight, he runs straight into the action, and they didn't have any support. Into Alistair fall, and well, before you know it, that'll be that. 2-0. 2-0, 2-2, may I say. 2-0 in the last couple of rounds on the guns, which is what we really care about. It's the thing that really eluded them at times on towards map number 1, is that FlyQuest just could not find form on the gun rounds. They had their moments on the pistols, on the forces, and the rest, but it isn't working for them. Vexite, this is such a strong position already, though. Surely he catches broky in the bomb, but ropz, 180s! And he finds it. That's so fortunate, but so unfortunate for Vexite.
He's just too smart for you. Dexter, though, going to try and pull off something a little wild. Liaz also over at Secret. We have many opportunities. Frozen, the very tippity top of Liaz's head, gets pinned to the back wall. Dexter's found himself a double, though. And there is another man at Secret that they weren't expecting. Suddenly a man advantage for FlyQuest, as it has toppled, not quite all the way over, Rain and Frozen. Left to try and pick up the pieces, but they've lost bomb control, and of course, as said, a man disadvantage. Instant Alistair, no armor. There is a severe lack of utility. It's going to be tough all the same. It's one more kill that they need. Oh, Rain fluffs his lines, and it's Frozen alone against 3.
40 seconds. Bomb on his back. what do you do, right? What do you do here? Dexter is having a bit of a round. 3 kills to his name, and he's still alive. He still wants more. His elbow's spotted. Frozen knows. The Dexter just trying to buy some time. He wants the support. He has got the support as well, but he'll fall. There's one. Alistair in the corner. Molotov towards heaven. Aptly timed. And Frozen might make something of this. Alistair going to get caught. 118. He pulls on the bomb. He's still alive, but he's still finding. Bye-bye ins. Bye-bye FlyQuest. Frozen. A miraculous 1 versus 3. And FaZe keep on ticking.
Ooh, okay. FaZe certainly not messing around. This is peak performance at the moment. Frozen in the clutch. After such hard work from the IGL and the catchers. Yeah, it's difficult. And that as well. That one felt like it was the kill.
Yeah.
Frozen denying. Ah, God. And there was space to get in behind. You know, he got the molly out. You know, they're just nervy, very nervy on the FlyQuest side there. 1v3, a lack of armor, you know. You've got to play with the confidence to win out that clutch situation. Decent utility here to kick things off from both sides. Where's that first kill coming? They know there's a man in towards credit card. Frozen trying to get his number and the 3 digits on the back, but unfortunately no peekage out from Ints.
That one's really got to hurt if you're FlyQuest, man. That one's really got to hurt mentally. How do you respond from losing a 1v3 like that? That's not the best way to go about it, is try and get a little active. Try and get into some fights. Isn't what they're going for. Very, very slow out of both sides. At the very least, he was like FaZe setting up for a double pump Vexite. They've still got 1 Molotov, 2 smokes, a flash, and an aid, and one of those smokes going to be used here. ropz trying to take a bit of contact. Hello, Carrigan. Hello. Backside. Had the drop, had the number, but Vexite will catch him. So will Dexter on towards Frozen, but ropz will respond. What is this round?
Just all over, isn't it? ropz, though, looking very, very smart, just dialed in on this map. Alistair, meanwhile, up top with the AWP. Who expects him? But ropz is here, of course. Finding frags, looking clean. Absolute clinic being put on by ropz in this round, and he has pulled them through all by himself. Vexite, no option but to save.
What do you do? This sort of a situation, bar saving. Because, you know, you have to look at FlyQuest again. CT side economy is so feeble, so fickle, so easy to be eradicated in a matter of moments. And it's some forlorn faces there, as you can see with Vexite's cam. I don't really blame them. This is T-side on the most CT side of the map in the pool, and FaZe are making it look so damn clean. Really great round out of ropz. You can see how effective they are. These tempo shifts out of FaZe are brilliant. They're baiting out so many fights and so much util out of FlyQuest. It isn't needed. Even Carrigan slipping the net for a little bit, getting towards Olven. If he just hadn't have flicked off the angle, he probably catches Vexite there, but his own worst enemy. But yeah, I mean, these tempo shifts out of FaZe have been brilliant. FlyQuest are constantly being getting caught off guard, and they're constantly getting hit from the side. And even then as well, right, the trading and the spacing is a little lackluster. FlyQuest going to call for a pause. You do not blame them. Zerkas going to get on towards the mic. Again, probably a necessity for a side who is seriously struggling. They are not in a good spot. 4-2 is the scoreline. They have a little bit of money, but I don't think you really want to invest around the M4. I think you probably go for a lesser buy here and then buy next. But that basically allows FaZe Clan up to a 5th, which by most metrics of the T side is pretty good.
True. Very, very true. And it's still very early doors. Yeah. We'll see what FlyQuest have got. Maybe they have a little secret strat for the half buy. Early smoke comes in, denies ramp control for FaZe, at least for now. But ropz, he loves it, doesn't he? You know, getting sneaky in the smoke. Lurking with intent. Nade going in. Oh, Lias through the smoke has found a kill. Oh! What? Hello? ropz? Okay, ropz will deny him. Jeez. That is, you know, a super, like, just safe play, I suppose. Down goes into the final frag of the round. That was wild, though. I just thought ropz, you know, hear him running in, and it'd be like, okay, he's going to get the kill here. And then it was like, where's where's ropz? But I guess he'd already started walking through. Might get a little replay of the timing. While all that was going on, there was a lobby crunch. You know, just kills all over the place in that round, really.
At its moments, it really did. It is that fifth that we spoke about for FaZe, the important one. Just making sure that low buy doesn't really do all that much. Back into an investment for FlyQuest. Alistair with the orb. Oh my god, he goes a little exposed there, but broky couldn't get on towards Silo in time. Alistair, oh my god, he takes a dink, but it's through the wall. Still remaining till 79 points of HP. He's going to reclaim a little bit of space in towards Hot. As Vexite plays through single, will re-smoke or ops against it. Okay. Gonna hold on to it for a little bit. Smokes towards outside though. That'll give them free coverage towards Secret. Vexite shows his face. So I don't know where he is.
Oh, the edge of the smoke. Vexite tries to abuse it. Doesn't find success, but at least Ince is here. Carrigan, meanwhile, waiting for his opportunity, and he will win it. Nearly 2. 3 versus 3, an incredibly scrappy few rounds here. There's just fights constantly. Yeah. 50 seconds left, a lull in the action. FlyQuest in particular looking for a bit of a reset. Long-range dink from Dexter gives them a slim advantage in the battle.
Waiting for a chance there, ropz. He smoked out though. However, playing up close. Alistair waiting for a chance. He's actually going to push his way through. Probably off the back of the steps of the air. So broky catches one in rotation. So as ropz gets caught, this gives them a chance. They know that they're transitioning towards that lower site, and they're going to drop down. Time's ticking, 15 seconds. They've got to go now.
Yeah, there's really not a lot of time to get anything done, to be honest. Liaz as well. Great spot for him. Surely, I was going to say not going to get checked. Frozen does indeed check it, but too little, too late. Well held, well played by FlyQuest to just pull them in, drag them in before giving them any fights. And they were, of course, looking at a really, really difficult planned situation, even if they managed to find that kill. Just incredibly, incredibly scrappy. I don't know that FaZe really know how to handle those kinds of rounds where there's just solo plays, 50-50s being taken everywhere by FlyQuest.
Oh, man alive. At the very least, in a 2-round game, that still keeps this in arm's reach. Alistair, I don't hate this. Behind the Molotov, he knows he's going to get at least a little bit of coverage, but then he ticks in it. So he gives away the sound cue. They know he's here, so he now has to double away. That's a really good position. Before he makes noise and alerts FaZe to the potential, nobody really even reacts to it, but if there had been someone in towards lobby, of course, they would be holding for it. He knows he can't push any further forward.
I like it though, just trying to stay dynamic, dropping down into the vent, now moving in towards Secret. Really just trying to keep things interesting. Flashes, yeah, they were ready for that move. Maybe not respecting that it's the AWP, but all the same, he has to back away. Gonna leave that smoke for his teammates. Meanwhile, Gap found its Rain free kill on the cards. Does he want 1? Does he want 2? It looks like, oh, he's gonna have to take 1. Spotted out the second player. Yeah, he was a little tentative as he kept moving in, but the correction is clean. Liaz up the ladder. Surely not, I thought, but he does indeed get it. 30 seconds for the bomb to go down. Alistair creeping in behind. Oh, and he's dropped the bomb. Cuts off Carrigan. Suddenly, this gets so very strange to deal with. ropz in the corner, spotted out, finished. Bomb has been retrieved. They do get the plant in, but Alistair capitalizing massively here, bringing it into a favorable situation just briefly. broky, however, trying to show him how it is done, and he will indeed leave it on Ince to clutch up around the smoke. broky spotted, not quite finished off, and the spray is not clean. It is so close for FlyQuest, but FaZe showing why they are #1 in the world.
So close, but so far, right? I mean, that is the difference. That is where we see FaZe showing their prevalence, showing how they can make rounds like that work out of nothing. Oh, it looks lost, especially when the bomb goes down with the time ticking. But Rain always manages to find his form, always manages to find his moments. And he does. Those 2 kills really set things up for them. The timing nearly was the difference maker there. 6-3 scoreline. It's already looking so good for FaZe to take a 2-0 in this series and book their spots towards the playoffs. Leg of in spotted. A lower buy for FlyQuest. So not exactly expecting a huge amount. You'd love to see them get a couple of kills to make something of this. Vexite checked into his lobby, but doesn't over FaZe. And probably saves him his life.
Contacting out.
Oh.
First is easy. Vexite, though, denies him anymore, and that's, of course, an AK retrieved. Carrigan now up in towards heaven. And he's also not really being watched for. And another easy ride on towards the A-bomb site. Vexite goes pushing into Hut, however, and I think Carrigan's going to miss him. He's going to go, hold on. Where the heck is this guy? Nowhere else he can be. Oh, Vexite takes him out, however, and we might just be on. Broky's a little trapped by the 5-7. Pistols are terrifying for an AWPer. Down he goes. 4v2. AWP retrieved. Getting a little weird out here. Frozen, though, holding for the vent dive. Looking for the AWP here around the corner. Gonna get it. Frozen playing so very well, and not a lot of HP to work with here. Should be able to clean this one up, you say. Playing around the door, and he will find 4.
Oh, man. I mean, granted, way closer than it should have been. Let's not, take away that fact, but 2v4 converted, that lower buy is really what saves FaZe here. Vexite, this second shot is ridiculous. I'm glad we see it from this angle. My God, that's robotic, the aim. And broky, he was stuck between a rock and a hard place. Couldn't peek right side because the CT player was holding him. Couldn't peek left side because the guy from Credit was already pushing up for a fight. He goes down and it looks like it could have been the round, but it's not. FaZe always find a way to convert. Until towards outside. Smoke's going to come down. FaZe again going to slowly start to maneuver. Carrigan already up in towards Hearts, but on the left IP, Dexter will catch him. So that's a freebie of an opener coming through. Carrigan just maybe overextending a little bit. He's had a bit of a rough game, Carrigan, as well. 2-11, and ropz, what has been so successful dropping in towards vent, ins adapts.
Good position here for FlyQuest. Good position for ins, to be fair. Smoke going to get blown. He wasn't ready. Beautiful pickup and a lovely little play. A lovely adaptation, I suppose, from FaZe into the new game, of course. broky trying to find an angle. Nothing coming for him, but site itself looks pretty good. Nade going down, buys them the space they need in the plant. Coming in. 4 versus 3 set up here for the side of FaZe. FlyQuest absolutely got to get this one, close the gap as best they possibly can. Moving into the second half. Stacked on top of each other. Rain with the off angle. Just needs the one from his position. broky trying to draw the attention to him. Rain and Frozen strike at the same time. And Rain's found 2 despite the HP. It's all onto Alistair. Miles away from the action. Nothing he can do with the orb. And begging to save here. I think he will be able to make it out. All the same, FaZe pull another round back in their favor.
Oh, man. Again, another chance, another opportunity for FlyQuest, but they're just not being taken anymore. Granted, in that 1v3, yes, Rain goes down to the bomb, but it doesn't matter at this point. I mean, this is really solid out of FaZe. The tail end of this half looking incredibly good, and especially considering it starts bad. This is where the opportunities arise, right? Opening 2 kills go their way, and you're thinking, surely now FlyQuest can use their numbers in their advantage, but they can't. Time and time again, FaZe are digging themselves out of these holes. Some of the individuals are stepping up. I mean, Frozen, my God. We highlight this guy. There is a reason. He is unbelievable right now. 16 to 4, a 4 KD, and he's loving life in the server. Ins wants to get active. Ins wants to get right into the fight. He nearly gets another, but it's Frozen to drop him. No surprises.
Oh, Alistair trying with the smokes in the way. It's actually Dexter to find that kill, but I think Alistair had him dead to rights for sure. Rain keeps it even. Where are they going? What is the game plan? A little bit of a freeze, but not too much. And Rain distracting. So Frozen can find the kill. FlyQuest again being hit by the truck here. ropz, a rare loss in this game for sure, but Vexite will absolutely take that. 2 versus 2, an outside check coming in from Vexite. And even we, with all the information, are unsure of FaZe's next move.
Yes. In towards Vent. It is not broken, so at the very least, that's a sound cue if they want to drop down. So he has to hold the other side. 2v2 and Vexite got a seriously strong position in through heaven. 40 seconds. And a long old way to go. Up towards heaven going to go as well. So Vexite going to be tested. They've got to group it. Rain and Frozen, if you play together, you've probably got a chance. Do they even clear close left? Yes, they do. Rain is so damn quick. Last man in through Vent. He's spotted as well. So the bomb will go down. No problems. Nade comes over. Frozen chunks it. But it doesn't matter. Molotov as well to force him in towards a fight. But Liaz is in trouble. Frozen ticking. He'll drop a smoke as well to give him security. And he'll see off the frag. 9-3. What a performance out of FaZe. They're making light work of FlyQuest. Can they continue it after the break?
Hello, everybody. Welcome back into the second half here. FaZe looking for a quick finish. They want that playoff spot, and they do not want to give FlyQuest the room to contest them. 9-3 at the end of the first half there. FlyQuest maybe in for a tough showing here, as it was FaZe's T side as well.
And I don't really know how to be hopeful here. It sounds so mean, but it's so true. There was so little on offer for FlyQuest in towards map number one, and then of course you're kind of carrying on in towards map number 2. And that's the real worrisome part for me. We've just yet to see really anything that's going to give us something to latch onto. 9-3 half. I mean, realistically, this is such a big task for FlyQuest. T side they now head on to as well. On the most CT side of the map, this is going to be so damn difficult. A pistol round would be great, and I'll give them something to work with. Any more, though, I don't think we can even open the door to that conversation just yet. Dexter up towards Silo. A lot of mid presence. I mean, outside presence, may I say, for FaZe. 3 here. Dexter going to get a dink as well, but it'll fall into the hands of Rain as FaZe are going to find one of his own.
It's quick towards A, however, they're trying to find a gap somewhere to get this bomb down. And they have a little bit. They might be able to go in for a plant, to be fair. However, the Heaven players really looking to deny that away. Alistair outside, denied any frags. It's a fake out coming in. Vexite trying to take some names. Okay, doing a decent job of it. The ace is on. The USP picked up. ropz, his final encounter, will deny it away. And FaZe get the round. Vexite gives it his best shot, but it ain't enough.
Oh my God, you see Carrigan just wiping a bit of sweat off the brow. Vexite, what an opportunity. So close as well. My God, head of a swivel as well, dancing between outside and sight and finding kills. Lackluster trading, has to be said, but my God, that is beautiful. And somehow it's still not enough as well. You hate to see it, you really do. Vexite had his moments. It goes without saying. Towards sides, broky, freebie for him, frozen and raid. It's duck hunting towards outsiders. They're getting plucked out of the sky. 11-3. That one was so damn simple. This could be the beginning of the end, Scrove.
Was that a knife attempt I saw? I think it might have been a little knife. Right. I think it might have been a little knife attempt.
A little cheeky one.
Here we go.
Huh?
Yeah, he was definitely going for it.
Hey, you got nothing to lose at this point, man, so why not?
Respect. But yes, looking very good for FaZe Clan, as you say. FlyQuest, the last line of defense here. A valiant hold is going to be required. They will go top. They're after him, but he's got the weaponry to deal with it. Any more coming his way would be pretty solid. Tapping away for the heads, but eventually broky finds him. 3 versus 3. Carrigan trying to make it just 2 for FlyQuest. In fact, and he will. Upgrades to an AK. Up the vent comes Vexite. There are kills all over. 2 on 2 as the dust settles.
And yeah, I really think Dexter's will have overstayed his welcome on towards Silo. When he gets his kill, he doesn't need to stick around. He probably shouldn't stick around either. He does continue fighting. 2 more bodies come into it. Now, smoking towards main, with broky through heaven, how do they want to play this? The real issue, like this lack of util. Out it, but as at range, you'll find him. They know the last is ropz in through main. You may as well give this a go. He's got a kit, and he's got time. You know, 1v2 with Vexite and Alistair, both just giving him the respect. Understandably so as well. As that bomb starts to tick. A flash in the back pocket of Vexite is the only bit of util we got to work with here. What has ropz got? He's now picked up a smoke off the corpse of the Heaven player. There's a chance, time ticking. He might go for this, smoke on towards the bomb. Why not? Pros don't fake, they say, but the smoke doesn't plume in time, and Vexite will see it off. Sigh of relief for FlyQuest as they just about see that one over. My God, they were made to work for it.
Nice from Dexter, though. Up above, great to see. The IGLs on both sides, actually, really chiming in that round. FaZe, though, plenty of room for them to work with. It was the cheeky bonus buy. But we'll see here moving forwards what the buy is going to look like. If they do indeed want to go for it. We have a little tech coming in.
Yeah, hate to see it. Yeah, hate to see it. Just a little game crash, though. It happens to the best of us.
Oh, damn. Well, it does. It does, mate, to be honest.
Ah, well. You do hate to see it. And now, you know, as well for FlyQuest, they just kind of have to just sit here. Well, and just kind of hold, wait. And
hopefully back into the action soon. There is not too much that can be done about it, but at the same time comes towards the end of the round, which is quite nice. And indeed, they will easily be able to put themselves back in just with a little bit of, you know, admin assistance, make sure there ain't no funny business, which I don't think there ever would be. Lovely response from FlyQuest, though. Hopefully they can keep it rolling, keep the game alive, get some competition. You know, it's a learning experience for a team like this. They want to be the best in the region. The RMR is very, very important for these organizations. So if they can bring it to FaZe Clan, they can get some tape to work with. Why did that round work? What can we replicate against our fellow countrymen? It is all many, many questions here. And I think, yeah, we want some competition out for them as well.
On the side, it will get across.
Oh, Rain down below. Trying to hold the line. He's got to be a bit careful, though, because he's losing teammates left, right, and center. ropz, meanwhile, an off angle for him. Oh, my God, what has happened there? Have they come out the other side, but then not on the right? I don't know. That's so weird for him to deal with. He goes down eventually anyway, and no harm, no foul. 21 kills. Frozen is going to back away. This man is most certainly the truth here today. But another round for FlyQuest.
Yeah, just call it, right? You got what you got. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world in this sort of situation. FlyQuest keeping themselves alive in the conversation, maybe. I think it's a little bit too early to say, though. We do have a long old road to recovery. But at the very least for FlyQuest, this is a conversation starter. There's a side that is having a little bit of success. They are finding a couple of gaps, but still there's a couple of forlorn faces over towards the FlyQuest side, and you can kind of understand why. Backs against the wall, they're not in a good spot. They know the tournament life is on the line, and they've got to go basically flawless for at least, in my book, to say up to 10 rounds before I'd even get remotely confident about saying there's a possibility of a map 3. Let's see. Have they got it in the locker? FaZe don't really have a buy, though. I guess is the only real thing to discuss here. An M4 and MP9, and that is about it. They are forcing, though.
Yeah, confident in themselves, but as you say, not much to write home about. Very, very passive setup as well, giving them a lot of outside control, prepping for a B hit. That's what FaZe are banking on here. Weaponry, poopy, but the setup pretty good. We'll see. I like it. I like it from FaZe and FlyQuest. I don't know. The thing is, they have to maybe start smelling a rat. It's like, why is there no resistance here?
Broky might have the right idea, might get a chance as well. He's got the support. He's basically cannon fodder for the fight. As Frozen going to find one. Dexter will fall. He drops a Molotov as well to basically force FlyQuest upon the brakes, and they're going to come on the corner too. Alistair now holding, but Frozen just doubles back. This is a really decent position for him to hold.
Yeah, it is really nice, actually. It's scaring them away as well. Rain, meanwhile, just holding attentively. Oh, spots the tip of a head. Liaz up on the roof. Will see him and take him down. Yeah, he was hoping for someone to round the corner instead. Meanwhile, Frozen creeping in. Well timed for one. Oh, the spin around from Vexite. May well have just saved the day. ropz also punished. It's Carrigan underneath. Down on the silent drop. Ince not spotted him, and it will be a bit of a late switch across, but it's just too difficult for him with the low HP. FlyQuest fended off, finding themselves another round. Should be able to get a 7th here as well, Neos. They are certainly closing the gap.
And that's basically what we want to see. Because that force buy doesn't really find the success that FaZe won, there is now a bit of an opportunity. We'll see. Of course, I was expecting no real buy for FaZe. 8Ks across the board, and then AWP for Alistair.
Should be an easy one here for the FlyQuest boys. We'll see what FaZe have got in the strat book. If there's anything freaky here. Maybe a little bit. They're kind of surrounding outside. Just trying to isolate 1 or 2 kills. But it looks to be an A hit coming through from FlyQuest. Mr. ropz on the 5-7. Up top. Oh, they're getting overwhelmed here. Yeah, this looks like a very scary little setup. However, the lack of armor is just letting them down. Frozen trying in for another. Not going to happen. Carrigan, meanwhile, yeah, can't make it work. They do some damage, and for a moment there, I think the heart skips a beat on the FlyQuest side. But the weapon.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Probably a little bit closer. At the very least. Oh. Not bad, though. Not bad at all. FlyQuest up to a 7th. 4 round is the deficit. Full buy going to come back in for FaZe. What have they got in response here? And they look like they might want to go quick.
Speed, the name of the game. Oh, Carrigan, though, he's got an answer for it, of course. Finds Vexite, a very dangerous member of the FlyQuest side. Super early on. Dexter, incredibly low. Cheeky move. ropz should have had him, but it works. Dexter's madness certainly pays off. ropz going to drop down below, though, trying to deny away the B hits completely. 4 on 4 for the time being. Minute 15 left on the clock, and somewhat of a reset in the action here.
Well, Vexite down. What do FlyQuest do? All goes eerily quiet. 55 seconds. So Alistair will cross. At the very least, is something to work with. But again, where do you go from here? Frozen and ropz are tagged. That's at the very least a bit of a saving grace. They feel very indecisive in this position. They don't really know what to do. Bomb on the back of Liaz. They want to try and split towards B, but it's a pretty strongly manned site. ropz will chunk and they do. He's now very low.
Yeah, not ideal. Molotov surely going to take him out. It does indeed. He was just trying to buy some time. Carrigan and broky are around here. And that's kind of what ropz was doing there. Instead of just throwing his life away, at least they can work with it. At least they know what is up. Ins for the double spray down. Oh, yes. Not over just yet. Rain trying to deny the bomb plant. Can't do so. Overwhelmed. And an 8th comes through for FlyQuest. But that is legit, folks. That is the business. They're up to 8. Yes, it's still a 3-round gap, but a really, really solid rifle. And not a post plant required, but it kind of felt like they were retaking it on the FaZe side a little early. They hold the line.
They're giving themselves a chance. They're giving themselves an opportunity. Now look at the position we find ourselves in, right? 3 rounds is the difference. FaZe looking like they want to buy. Now, it's a big call to go for an investment here, right? You got a triple MP9 and Nova out as well. I mean, yes, it's sort of a half buy. Would it even be a little bit more preferential to kind of low buy this, full buy the next with the AWP? That feels like maybe kind of the way to go about it.
Curious. There it is. The famous Nova. Where's he going? Downstairs. Okie dokie. So we'll check back in with broky a little bit later. See what he can do on the hunting shotgun. Player spotted out towards heaven. Carrigan has to drop away from that spot. Again, no outside presence here from FaZe, trying to bait them in a little towards mini. Rain. Perfect timing for a kill. But now, how does he get out? Oh, it comes his way. And that was what he was looking for. Unfortunately, Ince cutting off his rotation. So back down to a 4v4.
Has to be said from FlyQuest. Some of these rounds are starting to look good. Carrigan going to get caught in transition. Lias, big kill from him. ropz going to try and reclaim some space in through lobby, and he might have the right idea here. Ins, though, holding from above. The man upon high to try and stop any sort of a maneuver in towards lobby. If he looked directly down, he probably gets one, but he just misses the timing. So I'll give Frozen at least some coverage, but if they go back towards A, hang on a second, Ins. Oh my God, Frozen. Dance with Devil a little bit, he will just get out of there.
A little bit of information gained, but of course they're so deep in. They've got a good idea here. Dexter, timing, gets caught by ropz. Oh, the Nova, in from behind. Here he comes, and he does take one before going down, but the Tech 9 of Alistar is indeed stepping up. Down to just ropz and Ins here, though. 15 seconds to get the bomb in. A quick ding from ropz around the corner. They're on the same HP. This is all to play for. 8 seconds to get the plant in. ropz happy to give it to him. Faking a run away, and Ins goes for the frag. Wins it out, keeps FlyQuest alive.
Steal there from Ins as well. He had 4 seconds as he finds that fight. That's a ridiculous call, but at the same time, such a good one. However, let's look at the overarching, view of that round. It was a low, kind of a half buy out of FaZe, and they very nearly converted. Much, much closer than they should have been. Jesus, that was a little dicey.
Yeah, I think that goes without saying, to be honest, sir. But FlyQuest at the same time, I don't think they really care. They just need the rounds. They just want the rounds. It means the world to them to continue this game on. And we certainly do have game on, that is for damn sure. Vexite playing slow entry here. It's going to be a burst out. Frozen was ready for it. The Molotov slows them down massively. A lull, a pause. They'll start up again. Ooh, and broky trying to survive. Molly comes over. Frozen. It's such an awkward spot to work with, but he does well to find one. He's lost his teammate here in and around the smoke, trying to get another. They are closing him down. Frozen somehow still alive. Karrigan, the next to fall. Another smoke going down. Not looking good, though. FaZe just cannot trade things back. Rain and ropz remain.
Bomb has been planted.
A minute left on the clock as that bomb goes down, but it's not looking too good, is it? It might just be a save coming round from the FaZe side of things. I think that is indeed going to be the case here. So, not expecting too much in the end. However, FlyQuest bringing it back to double digits.
Yeah.
1 round now. This is serious, serious business, man.
I won't really open the doors to a conversation unless we get up towards, like I said, 10 rounds. This is where we're at. ropz gonna get an exit. We'll just catch Ins. It's not gonna make too big of a difference. And that will be us seeing it off. 11 to 10. What a T-side being put up here. What a performance coming through. This is now starting to feel like a possibility. This is now starting to feel like map number 3 might be needed. Oh man, this has been a really good little response out of FlyQuest when it felt like it wasn't on the cards, when it felt like this is like, we saw the first half 9 to 3. There was no chance. It felt like in our eyes because of how good that T side was, and FlyQuest have somehow dug deep. They've given themselves an opportunity. FaZe have a buy, but it does require a double MP9. They're on the brink here. They're really feeling the pressure.
FlyQuest, how much more have you got for us? Staying out utility once again as they fake out an A hit. I don't think they were necessarily going to follow that. Karrigan, however, moving up on top of the hut. Spotting things out, keeping the eyeballs peeled. Frozen up close, also in an aggressive spot. Much more forward facing here from FaZe on the setup, expecting the same thing. Frozen takes 1, takes 2. Karrigan has found it. broky from heaven. FlyQuest into the fly trap. And Alistar, the only one left, nothing he can do. He's got to save, and FaZe hit 12.
Seriously got to hurt. Just when it felt like a bit of momentum was being built. It's a flawless round of the FaZe, and look where we find ourselves now. Map, series, tournament point on the line. And FlyQuest, they've got to go back-to-back. The positive news is that they do have money, so they can buy in towards this next round. But it's make or break. It's do or die.
Just chilling here. A little bit of an anticlimactic finish into this one, unfortunately for us. Mr. Alistair chilling at the back end of T-Spawn. They will, I think, go after him. They've definitely confirmed his position here. Do they want to send it? I think no. They give him the respect. Let him survive. Do not want to lose anybody. You know, it is very, very, very tentative here. Crunch time for FaZe. And again, this is where that world-class discipline comes into play. Such a great setup. Fantastic response. Brilliant read from Carrigan as well to say, yo, that was mega successful for them. They're going to try and make a few tweaks, but probably go for the same sort of thing. We have to be ready for that. And they were. They absolutely were. 2 rounds for FlyQuest. That's all that we require. Liaz flying in quickly here. Makes his way in towards Mini. Oh, goodness, he could get a catch. Frozen, though, was kind of ready for it. Much faster. Frozen and Rain chiming in to pretty much finish the game here and now. Dexter, the IGL tries, and the crosshair was on. Not close enough. And that pretty much is the epitome of that game. 13-10, 2-0 in favor of FaZe. A dominant showing out on their opponent's map pick. But the Nuke, much, much closer and commendable. Absolutely commendable stuff here